Alright, these are my sisters. They're wrapping Operation Christmas Child boxes you see in the back, and my sister Malin, she's holding boxes. They're cardboard boxes, shoe boxes. They're pretty boring. So they're decorating them and making them look a lot nicer, and then we're going to pack Operation Christmas Child boxes and ship them off.
So I'm going to show you how to measure the wrapping paper to fit the shoe boxes that we will be wrapping. The first thing to do is, when you measure it, so line this up. Normally wrapping papers have these squares on the back. They're, I think, about 1 inch long. So I just line it up so that the edge is like approximately up to that edge. And then you're just gonna fold down the box. Just go down every fold. Now this one will fit the length of the roll, but sometimes if the roll's a little small or the box is a little big, it won't fit and you'll have to go lengthwise. But this one will fit, as you can see. We'll cut that off when we wrap it, but it goes over, so that's a good size. Now we're not going to wrap the sides in this piece of wrapping paper. We'll do that separately because it makes it easier. But I do want enough on the edges to overlap about 1 inch on these edges. So about 1 inch there and about 1 inch there. That brings us down to this line. Now, when you're doing multiple boxes, you're going to want to count this so that you can just cut the same size pieces, but you want to make sure your boxes are the same size too. If it's a little bigger, you'll just have to measure it again to make sure it fits. So the this is a half a square, so I just won't count that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This one looks about 17 squares. I think I'll make it just a couple more squares longer just in case I have a box that's a little bit bigger that I put in the same category, so I'll just tape that up. This is 17, I'll just go to 20, so 18, 19, 20, and I'll go to there. Cut it across. If you have these lines, you can use that as a guide to try to keep it straight. And there we have it. That will fit on the box like this. You'll just wrap it. We'll show you how to do that in a bit, but you'll just wrap it like that. That will fit the length of the box. Now, you want to measure this size of the box because you'll put it on top. So, I'll just line this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8 squares down, and this way looks like 6. And again, I want it to overlap. When I line up the edge, I want it to overlap a little bit at the top, about 1 inch, so that it can go down. So 6 by 8 is what this looks like. And that will be for one side of the box, and I'll need a second one for the other side of the box. I have 2 there. I'm just going to cut this off. I'll use that for another sides of the box since it's the same diameter, but I'll cut that later so that I can measure the next box. So there we have it. So for each box, You're going to need 2 of these end pieces and 1 of these long pieces.
Alright, let's get started.
Oh, glue. We need that. I have scissors.
Here's the box.
Thanks.
And some wrapping paper.
These wrapping papers come pre-cut. And just so you know, any business names that are on these boxes, they are not a sponsor of my video.
I like to start putting glue on the front side.
Get the edges. Then you're going to line it up. When you line it up, put it approximately in the middle of the paper, and you're going to want to go like 1 inch over the edge so that it has room to fold down.
I like to do it this way. Just lean it down on the paper like this. I make sure it's even-ish on both sides.
You want glue on every edge, every surface. Make sure there's no wrinkles. And press it down.
You need just enough glue to make the wrapping paper stick, but you don't need too much, or the wrapping paper will be soaked.
Next, you're going to fold up this edge, and you only need like 1 inch above the edge. So I'm going to trim off any excess.
Then also you cut where it's going to fold up and on the sides. So just cut a little rectangle there up to the box. Then you cut on the side where the top of the box folds down. And also trim the excess off the sides. Then you cut here and here. Then do it on the other side. And with this bottom edge, you cut off that little rectangle there so that also can fold up.
When you're done that, you can put glue on the paper.
It doesn't matter which flap you do first.
And then glue it up.
Always remember to pick up all your trash. That's another one.
Make sure the paper is tight up to the edge. next I'm going to put glue on the sides and then fold this up. Alright, now for this little space here, we have a little paper. Do you have that, Mandolin? I don't need it on the other side. It went all the way up. You can't see any orange. But if you can see the orange, then you need a little paper.
The shoebox.
Oh, the shoebox, yeah. And you can...
even if it's just like a little messy.
You can trim it up a little bit so it fits. Fold it over the edge. And it looks like my box is done first. Mandolin has a little bit more to do.
I also only had one side I needed to do, and that's done.
Alright, there you go, guys. That's how you wrap Operation Christmas Child boxes to make them more fun and less boring.
Sometimes boxes have something inside the lid. Since we don't want that there, we're just going to get an extra piece of wrapping paper, the same picture, though sometimes if it goes with it, you could do whatever you want. You can cover it with different wrapping paper. And just cover that up so that they don't see that on the inside of the lid.
Alright guys, this is all the packages that they've wrapped so far. So, and it's in our attic, that's why it looks so bad. So, there's the packages they just wrapped. So, alright, let's move on.
Both use none of them.
Goodbye!